Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Einat Kessler here with a new video tutorial, and it is time for another paper perk. We are already at paper perk number 40, and as you can see we are completely in Halloween mood. So I have here today something really special. I have worked to create it. Took me a while because I wanted it to be really perfect with all the grungy distress look. You're going to see it when you print it out. You can even see it now. It's really pretty. So this is basically a trick or treat box template. So it comes in a one template that I'm going to show you how to assemble, and today we only have one page, so there is no extra page for Ko-fi supporters. However, I really want to thank everyone who supports me on Ko-fi. It really helps me to take the time and make all the free printables and videos that I do here on my channel. So really thank you very much. It is really appreciated, and I love you, all of you, for supporting me. So you can go ahead to Ko-fi and keep on supporting me. So I'm going to cut this. Please note that there are all these little gray tabs. We will need them to assemble the box, so when you cut it, cut around them. So I'm going to cut it and be back. Okay, I'm back. So you also notice I have a new working surface, sort of like a background that looks really pretty and not white. So when I work with white cardstock or papers, now it will be easier to see. And this is sort of a it's a vinyl kind of a surface, and it is really easy to clean. So when I spray and work with all my paints, I have no problems with that. Okay, so we have our tabs here. So we need to score all the tabs. I'm actually going to bring my trimmer because I want these score lines to be deep and accurate. So this really helps with that. So this will be kind of a short video because all we need to do is assemble the box. But what I wanted to tell you also is that this is a template, okay? But I know I always encourage you and everybody who watches my videos to look at things a little different. So even though this is a template for a box, okay, you can print it. And for example, you can just cut this one little house or this house or just these squares and use them as tags or as inserts or as embellishments. So you have a lot of real estate or material that you can harvest, if we're going to use language that is seasonal, to harvest this and not use it just as a box. So just think about that. So I'm going to fold all my tabs. See how the white looks really pretty against this background? You can really see everything, and then you can see there is contrast. So we're going to fold all the tabs. Now I want to also show you that roof, but let's first finish with folding all the tabs. Okay, so these two parts, I'm going to very slightly score them because they're going to be the top. We don't need a lot of scoring, just a little bend. Okay, so now how do we assemble? This is the bottom of the box. Oh, I forgot the most important thing. We need to score this, obviously. I'm not going to bring my trimmer back. Forgot, we need to score not only the tabs, but also the lines between the different parts or the walls of the box. Because then we need it to fold. And then here on the top, the entire line going all the way. Sorry about that, guys. So we need to fold these. And you can see how it becomes a box, right? It comes together. This design is really pretty. I really like it. Took me a while to make it as perfect as I wanted it to be, but then I finally got there. Okay, now we're ready. So this is the bottom. This one goes around. Okay. Closes like this, and then these guys attach to these tabs. And then you have your box. Isn't that great? Okay, let's glue. So I always start with one side because we need to work simultaneously. Otherwise, it will not be good. Just make sure that these are on the inside like this because they need to go on that side. So I'm going to start with the edge. Liquid glue is the best here because you can wiggle everything and wait for it to dry a little bit before you continue. Essentially, I really don't like using tape unless for specific things, but usually I like using liquid glue. I feel more comfortable with that. Okay, so, but here it's important. Now let's do the other side. And liquid glue, if it's a good glue, will not, over time, will not dry or anything. So you see, I can move this and match the edge here and make sure everything is in place and aligned. Like to always burnish, make sure everything is completely glued before I continue. Let's give it a few seconds. Okay, now we need to put glue here for this wall, but also here so this wall can be attached. So that's what I meant by simultaneously. So that will be a little tricky, but since everything matches, just turn this around on its side and make sure that you align it. Put this or whatever you inside just to make sure everything sits properly. And I just like to hold it a little bit so it dries exactly where it needs to dry. Okay, we're almost there. So these ones should go on the outside, the little triangles. Now, we want to be able to open the box. So we are only going to attach one side, like this. The other side is just going to be a hinge, like a lid that opens and closes, okay? So let's move that aside. Apply glue. You decide which side you want to open and close. It doesn't matter. It's completely up to you. So we're going to align this here just a little bit. And if you want, you can flatten it on your desk and just see all this comes out. And then we're going to do the other side. And just hold it, let it dry. Make sure that everything is in place. Okay, so now you have this folded, and then you can close it like this. You didn't want to make the angles too much, but you might need to cut them a little bit so it will close properly. So just cut them like this, and then it closes perfectly. Now we are going to leave it closed like this, and then take our crocodile and make a little hole for a ribbon. And then once we insert the ribbon, look at that, we can close it like this. And you have the cutest, most amazing, grunged, distressed, trick-or-treat Halloween box. Isn't that pretty? I really, really love how it worked. And if you want, you can ink the edges if you don't want the white to show. I just don't think it's necessary since it is a box. It's not supposed to be something that is hidden. You can also print something on the other side if you don't want it to be white. But really, look at all the details. The little hand here, and the pumpkins, and the cat, and the pumpkins, and the little ghosts. Did you see the ghosts? There are ghosts on the roof, and the witch hovering above, and the skeleton looking at the skull. I really like this. This was a really good one. So I really hope you like this tutorial. It was short today, but it was sweet. And especially when you fill this with all the candies and the treats. So thank you very much for joining me. Again, if you want to join the Paper Perk to get this free, this printable is free. If you want to get it, you need to go to the Paper Perks Facebook group and ask to join, and then once you join, you have access to all the printables, this one and all the others before it, and you can download it and print it as many times as you want and make as many trick-or-treat boxes as you want for Halloween. So I really hope that you liked it. Go to the Paper Perk Facebook group and download it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video so you won't miss anything, and you'll be able to follow all the tutorials and make all the projects. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.